What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fomo Factory. I'm shooting this video. I really should have done a live stream, but I'm shooting this video right before the CPI data comes out. So I want to check live, well, not live, but on cam, what the results are going to be. Because this could have an impact on the market, and the market is slowly recovering right now. And I just want to talk about what can we expect for September, because September is usually a very bleedy month. Well, for now, it's going pretty nice, but September is, of course, not over yet. It's the 13th, so anything could still happen. But for now, it's looking pretty good. And it looks like things can change really this time. Why am I saying that? Well, Bitcoin is approaching a certain point that we can not longer ignore. So welcome to the Fomo Factory. Subscribe to the channel. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers, going pretty fast. Love you guys very much. I try to be here every single day, 15 p.m. UTC. Sometimes maybe a little bit later. Sorry for that. I try my best. So let's take a look at the market right now, and I will keep my Twitter open, by the way, because CPI data is now coming out in like 2 minutes, and I just want to, you know, see that on Twitter, because, you know, people always be right there, and I just want to have this right now because man, BitBoy is always front running me. I hate that, man. So the market right now, if you know, it depends on how you look at it. If you look at the market on a log scale, then we are not nearly where we need to be, and I will make a new line when it comes to that. But if we take it out of log, which is, I think, more important for the longer term, then it looks like Bitcoin is really trying to break this downtrend. You know, this has been a legacy trend. You know, it's since November, since we came down, right? And it will be the first time to break this if we break this line right now. And that could really change things for crypto. So that's what I'm really looking at, because if we get some good results on the CPI data, it might happen. We do have to shoot up around $1,000 from here and stay above there. We have to close it right there, but that's looking pretty good. Now I'm also going to talk about, am I expecting a pullback? What am I expecting for altcoins? If things go up, what's my strategy? If things come down, what's my strategy as well? So that's basically what we're going to do. And I think the CPI data should be out anytime now. So let's take a look at that. I think they are expecting 75 points. So let me just refresh this the whole fucking time until we have it, because it should be here. First comment, stupid fucks. Thanks for your information. I don't have anything to do with that. So let's take a look, but that doesn't sound really interesting. And to be honest, I don't know the most accurate website to find it. So CPI comes in at 8.3% versus the 8.1% expected. Okay, it's not like, it's not really good news. Let me see how someone else has to say that, but it's not the best news. So I expect maybe a little pullback in the market, but then again, yeah, whatever, man. So US August consumer prices plus 0.1%. Okay. All right. So yeah, 8.3%. Let's take a look at the market, how it's going to respond. I think it's going a little bit down, and oh, here we go. Look. That was really, look at this. This chart is gonna fuck it up. Look at this minute chart. It's not what you want to look at usually, but for now, it's pretty funny. Look. Oh my God, that's some bleeding right there. We went from 22,800 in 1 minute, 2 minutes to 21,500. So longs, like late longs, are now gonna get destroyed. Yeah, that's what you can expect if you long or short right before that comes out. And yeah, I think this is a really over exaggeration, by the way. So if you watch this video and I don't know, you know, in a couple of hours, I don't know what the market is being like then. But usually when something like this comes out, you know, the price, and then, so it's just a bump on the way. I don't know if it's going to be like that this time as well. But for now, yeah, there's a big impact usually right away. And then later on, it's not as bad as it usually looked like, right? So cool, we got CPI data coming out a little bit higher than expected. Now whatever, these candles, everybody higher than expected, market's dropping. I see that bulls and it's like all crypto Twitter is like instant bearish again. It's so fucking send it to zero. Like, these people, why do I follow these people? Okay. Now, let's take a look at the market and forget about this for a while. We'll see in a day or whatever. Why is my... Wait. That's... Oh, maybe I should never live stream because my studio is falling apart. And sorry for this. Here I am. Right. So we're going to take a look at this. Well, we're going to reevaluate tomorrow, right? What it's looking like by then. So what to expect for the coming weeks, coming months maybe. Well, let's take it on a daily chart for now. So Bitcoin on a daily chart. Okay, look, so this is what it's looking like in my opinion. Bitcoin on the daily chart is still not making any big moves in my opinion, unless we break and close above this yellow line, which is currently around 23.3. 23, yeah, 23, well, 23 and a half. Or if we break and close this line below, let's say 18,700-ish, right? In the meantime, what might happen? I don't know, bro. It could go like this. And you know, that's not really that interesting. Basically, if you're a good trader, you can make some money. I mean, it's not a stupid decision for the people who just opened a short, right? And if we are here, it's not stupid to open a long. I mean, you long the support, you short the resistance, set your stop losses, right? And you're good to go. You're gonna make a lot of money probably. At a certain point, we're going to break this, of course. We're going to break to the upside or we're going to break to the downside, whatever it may be. As things are looking like right now, let me take a look at if I have my lines really like correct. Yeah. So how it's looking right now is that as long as we're between these lines, then the rest of September and maybe the first week of October don't have to be that interesting. You know, the chance that we are going to break one of these lines before this actually this point is quite high. But let me put it like this. If we are on the same level as we are right now in 2 weeks from now, then we break to the upside, right? So Bitcoin doesn't have to make a big move to finally make a big move. Because what do I expect when we break this line right here? Well, if we break this line right here, wherever it might be, we're probably gonna retest it. And if we get a successful retest, we're not going backwards, of course. If we make a successful retest and then bounce off of it, then I think that this whole area right here of, you know, 18, 19K is really behind us. To be honest, like, at least, you know, you can always get some kind of fake out, but I think that area will be behind us. All right. If we break to the downside, however, then it's getting really bad. And, you know, your Twitter feed might be really divided by bulls and bears right now because things look really good, but things also look really bad at the same time. Because if this happens, things are pretty good and we can really pump. But if this happens, things are getting really bad. So what, in my opinion then, right? I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but this is how I'm looking at it. So what might be the worst case scenario and what might be the best case scenario? And how will I anticipate on that? Right, so let's say we break to the downside. All right, so we break to the downside, we go down, whatever it might be, test it, okay, cool, test it, blah, we break it. And we close beneath it, right? That's important. Otherwise, we had a fake out right here as well. Not that really important. This was the June low, by the way, but it turned out on the daily to be a fake out. So if you bought this level, congratulations, you're in profit still, right? So if we go below it and we will close it, then there is a big chance that this big support level right here, and it goes all the way back basically to 2017 18, where we found this as resistance, you know, around this area where it was resistance and a little resistance in the run-up of the last bull run, right? It might be the case that, and here is a lot of support, it might be the case that it becomes resistance instead of support, and then the bulls do have a problem, right? I say we, okay, whatever. We as crypto investors, we have a problem because we are going to look for a new support. What will that new support be? Well, that's the question, because that 17.6, it's not much. It's not much, right? So let's take a look at what support might be. Well, in my opinion, the support will be sitting around here. It's around 17. Yeah, around 17, right? So let's draw a line right there, because we had resistance here, we had resistance here. It's more than what we had at these 20K levels where we are having big support right now. Did we have more there? Yeah, kinda. We had some support here. We had some support here, you know, some, yeah, not really, but, you know, 17 and a half, something like that, right? That will be a support level, but it's not very big, and we can't hover around this area for forever, right? Plus, we will face this line then again pretty soon. So if we break that, then things are like, and there are a lot of people on Twitter especially calling for 10K. Yeah, it's a psychological number, I get that, but other than that, there's a lot between where we are right now and 10K people are looking for. So what do I see as a major support? Well, 15 and a half is actually a very decent level, right? We had some trouble here, we had some trouble here, we had some stuff going on right here, and if we go further to where we are right now, I bet you that we had support right here. This is looking, or resistance here, support here. So this is a much stronger level than where we are right now. So I think the first big level will be 15 and a half, to be honest, right? If we break that, then I can see us, and let me zoom out a little bit. Yeah. Sorry for being quiet. I have to look it up very good. Then I can see us go to 13 and a half, around 13 and a half, basically. And, you know, I can give you the major levels, but these smaller levels, like nobody would have thought that this right here would be a major support level as well, right? This peak, while we are sitting there for more than 2 months right now, right? So it's doing pretty good. The big level, the really big level will be this. Very obvious, very obvious. That's 12K, around that. I have really, if we go there, I don't think we are going to break that very soon. We can say, yeah, put it around here, right? So that will be my next level here. Look at all this resistance right there. 12K. So that's what I think. These are the levels to look at, right? So if we break this, and that's a big if, then we can go to 15 and a half. From there, 13 and a half and 12. And if you're really looking for that 10K, which is a big level, of course, I mean, if you look at 10K, well, 10 and a half also, then you will be sitting here. So that's also a big level, but we are not there yet, right? We have a long way to go. I mean, 10K is like, from where we are right now, it is a, well, more than a 50% drop. you know, it's the same as if we go to it's the same as if we are back at 30K and saying that we go to 15. It's not no, we're not there yet. So, but these are the levels I'm looking at. Sorry for the long ass talk about that. Then if we go to the upside, because we can definitely go to the upside, right? I mean, the CPI, it's an important thing, but these numbers weren't that, like, I'm not that shocked or anything by these numbers. And I want to take one last look at what Twitter has to say about this, because they're making such a big fucking deal out of it. Let me see. Is there somebody that talks about it? The dollar was kind of dollar go boy. Yeah, is the DXY really going that strong? Let's take a look at that later. Kraken doing Kraken things. Okay, yeah, cool. Let me check. Is there someone? I took a short on euro. Okay, yeah, great British pound. What do you expect? Yeah, okay, yeah. People are not really talking about it anymore. Okay, send it at under 20. Is it that bad as you guys think? I think it's not that bad. Okay, whatever. What you guys want. So look, 0.2% difference. People already talking about a price drop under 20K, which is a 10% drop. Send it to zero. That kind of stuff. Don't let, you know, if you are sensitive for that kind of stuff, and these people might be right, but they are very likely to also not be right? So don't let these people talk too much about, and don't let them get into your head, man. Don't let them live there rent free, because they are gonna fuck you up, right? So these are my worst case scenarios. Copy it: 18.5, 15.5, 13.5, 12, and 10.5, something around that, right? What are the best case scenarios? Well, best case scenarios is that we break, like I said, that we break this legacy line, and whenever it might be, we retest it, of course, and that's why you buy, by the way, and not if we break it because you do not want to buy a fake out. And then we go up. So what's the first important level? Well, to already, like, why is this line so important? Well, it changes the trend, right? I mean, yes, we get rejected by these horizontals all the time, and we find support there, but we get rejected by this as well, right? And if we get rejected now, the chances are very likely that we go down further. If we break it, however, this line is working in our benefit. So every time we bounce off that line, we can go up, and we go up stronger than we otherwise would have done, right? So what are the first big levels to look out for? And still, the pi cycle bottom indicator, it was kind of late this time, but the low is still in, right? We found the low in June, 3 months ago. It's still accurate. Will it stay accurate? I don't know. I hope so. I maybe don't hope so, because I'm prepared for going down, but you know, still, if you have a lot of cash, still seeing red is like, it's not good in your head. Something messes it up, something like that. So what's the big first resistance level if we break this? It depends on when we break it. If we break it here, then it means we have to break, 20.7. Then we have to break a very strong resistance at 22.4, right? But if we break it, let's say today, yeah, we are already there, right? So then we only have to break, well, this is a weak-ass 25. Let me look. I thought 25, something like that, was kind of strong, but not here, at least. Not there. Nah, 25 isn't strong. Hell no. No. So 25 is nothing. What I really think would be the biggest issue for us to go through is $24,000. If we manage to really go above, and let me make that one green, otherwise it's getting messy. If we go above $24,000 and we close there, and we really find to make that a support, yeah, then it's really interesting. And you can put it at 24.5, something like that. It depends, right? Then if we do that, then yeah, there is not a lot, to be honest, man. There's not a lot. I mean, we have nothing here, right? So it's only here, but this was up only. So we can really base it on what we see right here. So if we really do that, and you know, this 25.5 a little bit, but then I can see is pretty much going right away to 28.5, because there is just nothing in between, right? This, we have a lot of, we have a lot going on right here. We were here from May till June, right? So we were here 1 month, like it was a long period, and very, very much support, right? Then if we look here, and we can move it up a little bit, let me see if it's still accurate right here. It's still accurate, kind of accurate, right? So as you can see right here, we had some fake outs, but all these fake outs were around that point here as well. And then we get around this, you know, this $30,000 level, and to be honest, maybe slightly higher, $31,000. Let me see what it's right here. 31,800, give or take, 31.5. Sorry for being all over the place. Yeah, look, I mean, lots of support, and lots of resistance right here. So that's what I see when we go to the upside. So if we look at that, what's my conclusion? Well, the conclusion is basically that if we go down, we have to break this 14% down. Then we have to break this 28% down. Then we have to break this 36% down. Then we have to break this 43% down. If we go to the upside from here, we have to break this 12% up, but then it's already 33%, and then it's already 45%. So there are a lot less resistances here to give or take, get the same price movement, but then in the other direction, right? So yeah, for the long term, I would say buy, right? Although I made a video not too long ago saying I sold. Why did I say that? Well, just because if we look at the weekly, and it's just for me because the weekly stochastic, which is completely gone for some reason, but let me pull it up. Sorry, stochastic RSI. Here it is. So the stochastic RSI on the weekly, that's this lower one, is very oversold, overbought, right? And every time we were that overbought, look what the price did. It came down a lot. Overbought, price came down a lot. Doesn't rhyme for no reason. Overbought, will the price come down? You know, could be that we are now, look, we are here, right? Could be that we are basically here, and that you say like, oh, we have to sell at 48k. Before we really go down, we go to 68 first. So it could be that we will go up before that happens. At a certain point, we will see a big drop. Even if we break this level, it might be that we break this trend line, we break a support level, maybe two, go all the way to $30,000, and then it resets and gets back to this. And then we, you know, continue. Could be the case, could be the case. Nobody can expect that, but it's a tool, it's a life hack when it comes to crypto. Let's take a quick look at the DXY and then at the Bitcoin dominance, because altcoins, you know, I'm mainly interested in altcoins. Yeah, we're looking at the Bitcoin chart because that's leading, but I want my alts to blow up. I don't want to do a 5x on Bitcoin, I want to do a 50x on my alts. So the DXY, yeah, it was pumping because of this news, definitely. If we look at the hour chart, yeah, big pump on the DXY, and that's really not what you want to see, of course. This does the opposite of what risk-on assets do, right? So if Bitcoin goes up, you know, it's not necessary, but the DXY probably goes down. Let me put it like that. If the DXY goes up, it's very likely that Bitcoin goes down. And it's up 1%, and that's a lot. That's quite a lot. For Bitcoin terms, it's not a lot, but here it's a lot. It's all our hard work of going down since like the last, you know, half a week, basically. We were working slow but steady, going down. Well, this was a nice drop, and going down, and it shoots up in a 1 hour candle. Not even, by the way, not even. If I put it on 30 minutes chart, you have the same candle. Absolutely crazy. Almost even on the 15 minutes chart, right? So yeah, in 15 minutes it did the opposite of what we did in the last 3 days. So that's very bad to see. We want this to go down. What I do like now for the shorter term is that the DXY is facing some resistance right here. Big resistance. Now sitting here, and once it's getting rejected right there. Would it break, do a retest and go further back up? It might. I think this is a, let it go down for now. I think this is a very short-term reaction of the market. But if you zoom out, like, what the fuck is it anyway, right? It's basically nothing. So what about altcoins? Well, if we look at the Bitcoin dominance and the Bitcoin dominance, yeah, it's what I said in one of my last videos. Look, I haven't even made it properly. What I said is what I expected is the Bitcoin dominance is sitting here since 1.5 years basically now. It's going up, down, up, down, up, down, and wouldn't you know, it's now going up. What I said in that video, I don't know which one exactly, is if the Bitcoin dominance finds support here and goes up, and Bitcoin goes sideways, or worse, Bitcoin goes down, then it's very bad news for altcoins. Right, and really very bad news for altcoins. And this was already quite a move, but we have a long way to go until we find our really big, resistance, whatever. And we don't have to go there exactly. We can go here. We can go here, right? But we have a long way to go. If that happens and Bitcoin doesn't go up, then altcoins will bleed, and altcoins could really bleed right now because they just went up quite on quite a run. Like Solana, for example, if we look at Solana was hovering around $30 all the time, and in a couple of days it managed to get up around $39. That's not bad, right? That's, what is it, 25%, something like that, 28%. So that's quite a lot, right? From here, though, there's a much more room to fall down again. So I'm really looking for altcoins to reset, to buy the rest of my portfolio. And the coming days might be pretty interesting to keep your eyes on that, to do that, because I'm starting to feel like the longer we are where we are right now, the more I feel like the bottom is actually in. And I will make a new video about the really long-term perspective that I have, because I'm getting more and more of a clear idea on where the bull run actually might start. And we do have some time, I think, but it's getting closer than you think. So yeah, let's wait for that. But in the meantime, you have to prepare. And the CPI comes in at a perfectly fine point, by the way, right? We basically almost got rejected at this line again. Now, I don't expect, let me say it like this. For the shorter term, if you're interested in that, I won't be surprised if Bitcoin goes back to around 19K. Could happen, but it could also definitely happen that it will find support at around 20 and a half, something like that, and then continues going sideways for a while. Some other things to keep in mind. I retweeted this, I think, so let's take a look at that. Yeah, so we have some important dates right here. So today was CPI data. At the 14th, the Ethereum merge. So that's tomorrow. That's quite of an important thing, right? So keep your eyes on that. I wouldn't buy or sell based on it, but just keep your eyes on it. Also, then the Mt. Gox claims deadline. Mt. Gox thing is quite of a big event, but the claim deadline itself necessarily maybe not, because it's deadline. The FOMC meeting right Hague decision. So yeah, that's going to probably end up being 75 points. And well, ADA facial hard fork. If you're interested in Cardano, then that's that's one of the 5 hard forks for Cardano, which is a very important thing, but that's not crypto general. So let me know what you think of the market right now. What are you doing? What are you not doing? I will make a video about my crypto portfolio, how I'm buying it, and what I'm seeing, happen in the longer term, because things could get quite interesting right here. For now, like the video if you want to like the video. If you have an opinion about something, leave a comment. Let's get us to 1,000 subscribers, man. We're almost there. See you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, sorry. Again, bye.